Cycle Stop, the newest innovation in water systems since the pre-charged tank. Easy to install between the pump and the tank. Cycle Stop, a long-awaited solution to simple pressure switch pump control. A solution to eliminating pump cycling, regulating flow and pressure systems, and a solution that works with small captive air tanks, prevents surges, saves energy, and more. Cycle Stop is an accurate direct-acting regulator that automatically adjusts pump output to match variable flow requirements. Downstream pressure is held below the pressure switch set point as long as flow is greater than minimum cooling requirements for pump and motor. When downstream pressure exceeds the pressure setting, the main valve closes drip tight. Inventor Kerry Austin explains.
Let me show you how the Cycle Stop system works. In this demo, we have a regular 25-gallon-a-minute pump in the well over here. We have a regular pressure tank, regular 40-60 pressure switch, and a gauge so we can see how it's the pressure on the system. We have a flow meter in line so we can see how much water we're using. And this valve here is just simply demonstrating the water going to the house or the irrigation system, which at this time is closed and our tank is full and we're pressured up and shut off at 60 pounds. When somebody starts using water, the pressure drops to 40 pounds and the pump comes on. As long as anyone's using water from 1 gallon a minute to 25 gallons a minute, it will maintain the 44 pounds of pressure and will not shut off. Right now we're at 6 gallons a minute, and this 25-gallon-a-minute pump will stay at 6 gallons a minute and continue to run on a 24-hour-a-day basis. As we open the valve for more water usage, the Cycle Stop valve automatically opens up and lets you have more water. Now we're at 13 gallons a minute, and our pressure maintains the same. We go up to about 20 gallons a minute, which is all our pump will build, the 40 pounds of pressure, and maintain the 20 gallons a minute. Now we're at 20 gallons a minute, and it will stay at that all day long. When you go back the other way, somebody turns off a sprinkler, the Cycle Stop valve automatically closes down to whatever you're using. Now we're at 4 gallons a minute, and like I said, it will stay at that all day long. The reason for the smaller tank is that when you have a 25-gallon-a-minute pump, instead of it filling this tank at 25 gallons a minute, it can only fill it at 1 gallon a minute. When the water usage is stopped on this end, instead of it filling this tank in 1.5 seconds like you'd think it would, it takes about 30 seconds to put a half a gallon of water into this smaller tank. On a normal system, we use a tank that holds 4 gallons of water. It takes about 4 minutes to fill it up and turn it off. But it's just like a normal system, except that it does have this Cycle Stop valve in front of the tank. That's all you have to do is install it between the pump and the tank, and it regulates your flow to whatever you're using, and it also makes it shut off in about, you get 1 gallon a minute going into the tank instead of 25 gallons a minute going into the tank. So your tank size is much smaller.
Cycle Stop is a flow-regulating valve that works with captive air tanks. Various sizes are available for flows up to 800 gallons per minute. These simple inline valves regulate the flow past and into the pressure tank. The pump will not shut off while demand is within the Cycle Stop valve limits. These unique valves reduce pump wear. Pump starts and stops are much softer under maximum head conditions, and short cycling will never damage the pump. Even pressure tank wear is reduced due to an absence of cycling and slower bladder travel. Cycle Stop valves are easy to install on existing systems. New installations benefit from much reduced tank sizes and efficient pump control. Any system where a variety of flow rates are required needs a Cycle Stop valve.
We're out here at Elm Grove Golf Course in Lubbock, Texas to show you how the new Cycle Stop valve works. It's a pressure tank regulating valve that lets you put a regular small bladder tank on a big pump and controls the system for you. We have 3 wells at this system, and we're going to turn 2 of them off and just run the 50 horse just to show you how it works on its own. It'll run the 1 sprinkler, which we'll show you here in a minute, or it'll run all the sprinklers that's on this set, and the pressure will maintain the constant 80 pounds of pressure. We did have problems with these wells kicking off and on considerably before we installed this system, and with this cycle stop valve they run very efficiently and they do not kick off and on.
Pumps at remote locations turn on and off automatically, as miles away the water supply line is opened or closed. Booster pumps for high-rise buildings, golf courses, and community water systems last longer and save energy with cycle stop valves.
This thing has really simplified our work. Normally, the system that we had a lot of problems with our wells cycling on and off. Anybody that's ever even messed with a little pressure gauge on their well at home would know how to operate this thing. This thing is so simple that anybody can go out there and adjust those valves, and the pressure is a lot more consistent. We've had a lot better coverage, and the system works real well.
Heat pumps, water softeners, RO and sprinkler systems can no longer destroy your pump. If you run into an application where there's simply not enough room for standard pressure tank requirements, cycle stop valves can solve that problem as well. Simplicity, versatility make the cycle stop valves the ultimate innovation in pump control systems. Cycle Stop is revolutionizing the industry. Its applications range from commercial or industrial to home consumer use. Find out how to put Cycle Stop to work for you.